Hey everybody, welcome to Obscurities in Miniature, and it's time once more for our weekly painting progress. And I will be honest with you this week, well, I would consider myself lucky that I got anything painted at all. Having to go back to work, even though I'm the only person in the room, it still was incredibly draining having to sit on my butt for hours on end, keeping an eye on like 30 plus students all on my one screen. But yeah, we're getting there. It is a learning experience, but hopefully everybody out there is staying safe too. It was a very interesting experience. So yeah, I painted a Necron, another Necron, a Boomer Necron. I don't care what my brother says, and he keeps giving me a hard time about it, but yeah, it's a Boomer, even though it's Nihilak Dynasty. So anyway, we're slowly but surely getting those done. What else did I get finished this week? Well, as always, an eclectic mix, but not a whole lot. Let me show you what we got. We got Gormon the Mad, I believe is the correct name, from Privateer's Riot Quest. There is a version of him for their regular mercenaries line for War Machine, but this particular version is the Riot Quest version. Kind of hard to photograph him. He is at an interesting pose there. Let's see if we can lighten it up. Okay, well, we did manage to get one Kingdom Death model done this week. This is the, what does she even call the child version? The child? Young one? I don't know what their official name is because I haven't really used the 1.5 rulebook yet. Anyway, I got her when the 1.5 version came in the mail. And I started painting her probably the week that I opened that box up, and then she sat there for I don't know how long. How long ago did 1.5 ship? At least 2 years ago? She's been waiting to get done for a while, so we put a little bit of paint on her and called it a day. She's finally done. What else we got? A random Cranopian son of Kronos. I really like this sculpt. I have no idea why, but he came out pretty nice. You can't really see the depth of the color here. It's kind of late, kind of dark, and despite me having a bunch of other lamps and lights on, it's not doing a whole lot of help. Yeah, I think he was a Hearthguard leader. I'm not 100% sure what his title was. I probably need to go back and fix up all the gems. They're kind of flat looking. Otherwise, and then the purples that are on his cape are kind of blending together. It's a nice little model. But I've said that about just about every Kronopian model I've painted. They're a lot of fun to paint. Especially when they're all single cast pieces. And then we have some models from the other side. What are these guys called? The South Whale Borderers, I believe. I just went with a really, really simple paint job. We got a couple of them done up. Like I said, really simple, but it works. I mean, there's supposed to be an entire unit of them, and this is one of those funny units in the other side in that literally every single model in the unit is completely unique. There's not a single repeated sculpt at all, which is a good thing. But it would have been even better if they had bothered to just let us build them ourselves. As you can see here. I want to say it's like half and half almost with close combat and ranged type models, but I could be wrong. It's been a while, and I don't know where the rest of the unit is. I just got the urge to start painting some other side models again. Part of the Cult of the Burning Man. I think these models are actually better models than the models for Through the Breach. They have a lot more character. They can't get in focus when they need to. These are like, what are they, ECB Black Ops or something? Again, much like the Borderers, despite being from rival factions, every model in this unit, whoa, as I drop them, is totally unique and different. And they have a very delightful Victorian steampunk look to them. They're part of, what was it, the King's Men or something, I believe the faction's called. I don't know, I never cared for them as much, but these guys were pretty cool. No, these guys are part of the cult. These guys are for the King's Men, I believe. What else did we get done? Well, started painting up some of those Battle Yak Skumgrot Skyraiders. And I feel like I need to hit them with another blast of matte sealer because I went wild with that glossy Agrax and it just does not want to clear up here. But this is the pinup model. Something different. And I'm kind of glad that I actually ended up printing them at full size. I know they're supposed to be goblins, but, you know, something different. I'm tired of diminutive little goblins. And honestly, I think if you print them at about 60%, they're probably going to be just about the right size. Another Skumgrot Skyraider, but this is my Goblin Slayer goblin. He totally looks like something out of Goblin Slayer. And so we painted him up as such. Now he is a little bit smaller than the pinup. He's also hunched over, but it is what it is. I think I have him on 25mm Mantic bases. Yeah, in case you're curious. And then a more steampunk version, complete with bandana and big gun and dynamite, because why not? So very quick paint jobs this week because I just wanted to try to actually get something painted. It was very difficult for me to sit down and try to work on this stuff this week because it just was exhausting coming home from work. Even though I really didn't move around a whole lot or have to do a whole lot. It's kind of crazy. And then the last model was something I found on Thingiverse, and I feel like I did not do the greatest job on it. This is the new guy from Guilty Gear Strive. Somebody actually posted him on Thingiverse before I think the trailer even dropped, which was kind of crazy. But we went ahead and gave it a try. See my crappy Kokoro kanji on his helmet and his back. I got to do something with that white. It's really bugging me. It's really plain and it's really boring. But considering when they released this and when the actual trailer dropped, it's not bad. But it just gets me in the mood for actual Guilty Gear models. I want to see some nicely proportioned Guilty Gear models someday, right? And nicely enough, he scales pretty well with everybody else here. So something fun, something different. But yeah, what I really want biking, or Justice. Those are always my favorites. Funny thing, I love playing Guilty Gear, but I absolutely suck at it. So yeah, we're getting off track. But anyway, hopefully next week we will be able to get some more stuff painted. Hopefully next week we will be able to get more stuff printed. And hopefully next week we'll be able to get even more of you joining in and watching along. With that said, hopefully all you out there are staying safe and staying busy and keeping those paintbrushes painting. And I will bid you all a fond farewell now. This has been High Lord Tamberlane with Obscurities and Miniatures, saying thanks for watching, and we'll see you back here soon. Bye-bye.